Awesome. So we've got Derek joining us on the channel today. Hello, Derek.
How's it
So,
going?
hey. So Derek has joined the Soberclear program about 4 months ago. So he lives in Denver, Colorado. He owns a marketing agency. He's an entrepreneur, and yeah, he's decided to come on to share his story, his experience of stopping drinking, going through the program, all of that stuff. So yeah, hopefully he can inspire some of you guys on the channel. So super excited. Welcome, Derek.
Hey, great to be here.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, we'll just jump in if you're ready, Derek.
I am ready.
Yeah, nice. So what was life like before you decided to join the Sober Clear program?
Before Soberclear, it was like Groundhog's Day. Same thing repeating itself over and over. As far as drinking and also, building a life that I wanted, I would make some progress and then I'd fall back. And then, one step forward, two steps back. Just a big cycle of repeat.
Yeah, nice. So what was like your drinking like specifically?
I was definitely a binge drinker. I could go the whole week without drinking, fine, no big deal. Try to get some work done. But then weekend would hit. We'd go out, friends, hang out Friday, Saturday, sometimes even Sunday, and it kind of ties back to the cycle, right? So like you do during the week, and then go out on the weekends, and it would take me until about Wednesday to feel back normal again, right? The hangovers and so then by Thursday I'd feel normal. Friday I'd feel good, and just repeat the process.
Yeah. So it wasn't like you were drinking every single day, but alcohol was causing problems because it was like this big binge at the weekend, and then that just spilled over and just made the week unbearable.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And just did
So
that every week.
yeah. So how did that affect different areas of your life, like this cycle?
I mean, it affected every area. Mostly, I noticed for me was the business. I was trying to get this business off the ground, starting that, and just having the brain fog, no mental energy, no physical energy too, and just not being able to be on my A game is really really detrimental to really being consistent and having some success in what I'm doing.
Yeah. So the main thing it was affecting was yeah, just being able to do the business, right?
Yep. And then, relationships always are affected by that. Less time I got to spend with my family, just being hungover on Sunday. Like we always used to do hangouts and cookouts on Sundays, and not being able to, kind of calling in basically on those. Yeah, that was pretty detrimental too.
So it's affecting business, affecting relationships. Um, what about like friendships and stuff like that?
Friendships, yeah, when you're in that mode, you think you're hanging out with friends and you think you're having a good time with people, certain people, and when you stop drinking, you kind of figure out who your friends actually are. You have your group that will only hang out with you when you drink, and then you have your real friends who will hang out with you if you're drinking, if you're snowboarding. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing, they're your friends. They'll be there with you. It doesn't matter if you're drinking or if you're sober. So that's been another really eye-opening experience, and it's been good to kind of weed those out and, I don't know, kind of level up in my friendship department.
Yeah, love it. And obviously I know you well, but the people on the channel don't know you well. You're quite big into like spirituality and good spiritual practices and good mental health practices. So
Mhm.
how is your drinking affecting that kind of area?
I was pretty, it was definitely impacting it. Kind of same thing as I said with the progress, one step forward, two steps back. It was the biggest thing was it was hard to be consistent with any spiritual practice, meditation, reading, journaling. Um, I do it like maybe twice a week when I was drinking, versus now it's a daily habit. And yeah, it's a part of my routine, which has also been a big game changer. But I would say, yeah, it was so difficult to just stick with something, to develop some new habits. That was the toughest part.
Yeah, 100%. So you were at a point where you were binge drinking and yeah, alcohol was just causing a lot of chaos, just kind of was blocking you from what you really wanted.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I knew I could get to where I wanted, and I knew this was like the one thing holding me back. And it needed to be fixed.
Yeah. So up until joining the Soberclear program, what kind of things had you tried to do to stop drinking?
I used to do those, like 1 month challenges, 30 days. I did 90 days a couple times, but it would always be, okay, I did the 90 days and then right back into it. I read a lot of books on it, which were helpful. Excuse me, but there was no like long-term solution to it. It was just kind of, I wasn't really fixing the problem. It was like, okay, I can stop drinking for a period of time, but am I actually working on the reason why I'm drinking? And setting yourself up for success versus just picking 30 days not to drink.
Yo, I've just made a YouTube video about that yesterday. It's like when you set these time frames, right? It's like, what happens at the end of the time frame? Well,
right.
We all know what's going to happen, right?
You're going to go celebrate, yeah. Which is dumb. Yeah.
But you did get some success. It was like you did successfully stop for that period of time. So
yeah, and I had noticed, especially on the longer runs, that my life had gotten better. That those things I wanted to work on got better, and I was able to improve on them.
Yeah, perfect. So you got like a taste of being sober, and you could see what it was like. Yeah. So, but awesome. And then why did you decide to join the Soberclear program?
I think the biggest draw was, I started watching you on YouTube and following you there, and I loved your ideas of first principles, really getting at, breaking it down to a point. And I hadn't heard anybody talk about it like this before. Just breaking it down into first principles, looking at it from that point of view, kind of from an outside point of view, instead of being just all in my head and like my problems. It's taking a step back and looking at it from, a logical standpoint, and really retraining your brain that way. And once you look at it like that, it's very obvious why we don't need it, why it's a big, all the things that go with drinking. You don't need it. And that, that was the biggest draw of the program.
Yeah, awesome. So you've been watching the YouTube videos and you like this idea of kind of reframing the way that you view alcohol.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't want to do like some white knuckle thing. Nothing against AA, but like I didn't want to do like this, I'm an alcoholic for the rest of my life label. Like I don't want to fix it and be done with it. I don't want it to be something I'm worrying about when I'm 80, like just get on with it and move on with my life.
Yeah. And damn right. So how has Soberclear been different to the other methods that you've tried in the past? So when you did the challenges, that kind of stuff.
Like the group support has been fantastic. It's always easier to do these things with the help of other people, having a community of people who are going through the same thing, bounce ideas off of. And, I like that we don't just talk about drinking, we talk about kind of like life after drinking. Quitting drinking is a part of it, but I think the bigger part of it is like, how do you build the life you want afterwards? And that was what was, really helped me and kind of set me in a great trajectory right now.
Yeah, exactly. That was it, right? That was what you wanted. You wanted all this stuff. You wanted to stop drinking, get rid of it, and then just get on with things.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice. Awesome. And how easy did you find it to not drink, to be a non-drinker?
Once I went through the program, especially week 7, 6, and 7, it was, like I said, your whole perspective on it changes. So it was very easy. It was just like, no, I don't need to drink. I don't want to drink. There's a bunch of things that you mentioned in the course, little tools you can use, but you don't even really need those. They kind of fade away. It just, it's a mindset shift, and that's been huge.
Yeah, nice. So it's been easy.
Yeah, yes, it's been easy. And yeah, it's been 4 months now. I'm feeling great.
Awesome, man. That's great. When was the last time you went 4 months without drinking alcohol?
I don't know, 17.
Yeah, right. How old are you now, Derek?
32. So yeah.
Killing it.
15 years, man.
Killing it. That must feel wicked.
It does. It's crazy how good it feels.
Yeah, awesome. So let's dive into how life looks now. Now that you're sober, you've gone through this program, you're kind of on track to doing what you really want. Yeah, do you want to describe life, and then we can maybe dive into a few areas?
Sure. I think one of the biggest differences for me was my anxiety has completely disappeared. I mean, there might be like a smidgen of it jumps in every now and then, but those like post drinking, post binge hangovers, anxiety things that you would get, it would just ruin me for the week. And getting rid of that has cleared up my brain as far as thinking. Um, Very clear thinking, no more brain fog, no more tiredness. That's been huge. And then, because of that, I'm able to work on the business every day. I'm making progress with that. I've got able to keep this apartment that I'm living in. I'm downtown Denver, and even with everything going on in the world right now, I'm still able to take care of myself, provide for myself. It's been awesome. And I also have like a very clear goal of where I want to go with it, and I get to work on it every day. So like that to me is so much more exciting than going to a bar for a couple hours. Like it's funny, I can hear like there's a bar outside the alleyway that I live on outside my window here right behind us, and I can hear them right now all outside for last call. It's like, I want no part of that, like it's just I can tell they're drunk. Like it's just it's just so annoying. So yeah.
Uh, This is gonna make some people cringe, but it's like flies on a turd.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my word. Yeah, that's awesome. So the anxiety is down. You've got more clarity for what it is that you want. You're working on it. You're working towards it. Um, how much easier has it been to work on your business?
It's like night and day. I used to get really overwhelmed with it, and to the point where I would just not do anything. I'd just lay on the couch and be like, I can't handle it today. Now I can handle it. Now I don't even get the overwhelm. It's more of like okay, how can we tackle this? Like how can we fix it or go that route? It's just, completely shifted um, my perspective on it.
Yeah, awesome. What about things like your family?
Yeah, I mean, spending a lot more time with them. We just did a week together vacation in Phoenix. Just need to get out of town for a bit, hanging out with them. It's holiday season now, so we'll be doing all that fun stuff. We talk every night with my mom, my sister. Text during the day. We're close. We've always been close, but now like I'm more present, I think would be a good way to put it. As before, it was just
Oh yeah.
you're hungover, you just don't care who's texting you, right? So a lot more present for it. And then also friendship relationships, and then like dating life, back out dating again, which has been great. And just excited to meet some new people.
Can I ask you, you feel free to skip this question if you want, but what has it been like dating without drinking?
um it was awkward at first. Like I think I made it more awkward than it needed to be. I was definitely afraid of like that first meeting, because we always end up like, that's the first date, right? I think go grab a drink. You have a couple drinks, ease off. But the people I've been going out with, I've been pretty upfront with, and they're super cool about it. The one date I just did on Friday, like the girl didn't drink. Like cool, like yeah, that's awesome. And kind of also, you can like set your preferences in your profile sometime to be like people who don't drink or like rarely drink, So kind of, just taking that approach. But honestly, I think I'm the only one that makes a big deal about it. Nobody else really cares too much about it.
Yeah, just to quickly go on from that, you're supposed to be scared on a first date. You're supposed to have adrenaline and fear. That's normal, right? It's like people
Yeah.
think, oh, then I must drink to get rid of the fear. No, the fear is part of the fun, is part of the excitement.
Yep.
And
Yep.
then people just immediately drink, and then to get rid of it, like, oh, this is a bit uncomfortable. Ugh. And then
Yeah.
you can just sit with it, and it just goes away. It's like the same.
Yeah. It's kind of empowering, actually. Like way
Yeah, I
more in
love
touch
it.
with your emotions. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. What about like health and fitness, Derek?
It's been good. Kind of going back to the beginning, like I'm able to be consistent with it. And I think that's the biggest thing I could say, the biggest benefit for me personally is being able to be consistent in the areas of my life that I want to work on. So, because of that, I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. My diet's cleaned up. I go, I eat out like maybe once a week. Like I pick like a Saturday or something. I'll let myself grab some restaurant food. But, I'm cooking at home, going grocery shopping, saving money, feeling good, looking all right. And just, yeah, it's good. Like I said, the biggest thing is consistency. So I'm able to be it's so much easier to be consistent with things when your brain is not completely in a haze and you don't feel like crap.
Yeah. What's one piece of advice you'd give to somebody thinking about joining Soberclear?
I say don't be afraid. I know it's a big thing to think like say I'm never going to drink again, right? Like that's a lifetime's a long time. But just try it. There's no harm in trying it. Like everyone's a little bit skeptical. I was a little bit skeptical because I had tried so many different things, right? And I was like, all right, well, I'm skeptical, but I want this, I want to be able to not drink. And it was so worth it. And like what I liked so much about yours was like the different approach to it. So you're still the only person I know who does it, who teaches this. So I'd say, definitely jump in. Like you're at the forefront of this new style of teaching for being sober, and Leon knows what he's talking about and is a super, super cool dude. So like, I don't know, I consider us, friends now, just somebody I talk to on the internet. So.
Nice. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for coming on the channel, Derek.
Of course, man. Thank you.
And yeah, my pleasure. And if you guys can leave a comment below, Derek will be able to read them. So feel free to do that.
Yeah. Happy to answer anything.
All right. I'm just going to stop the recording.